Racer Off-Road Racing.
I'm Blake Vanderloo with Jagged-X Racing. I'm racing the new XP 1000 from Polaris.
I'm Brian Bush. I run the 1911 RZR XP 900. I've had a year to sort this car out and I'm very confident in it.
My name's Brandon Sims. I'm driving the 1913 Polaris RZR XP 1000. We're out here in Johnson Valley at the King of the Hammers.
King of the Hammers has become one of the most brutal races in the world. This year, more than 30 UTVs look to take on the challenge that the barren landscape of Johnson Valley provides.
This will be my third year competing at the King of the Hammers. First couple of years went real well, had some failures with the car, and this year we're starting with a new car and hoping for a first. I always liked the rock crawling. I've done a lot of rock crawling in the past. I've done a lot of racing in the desert, so I figured this is probably my perfect race. I want to continue racing and I want to be competitive, so I stepped up to the 1000. The difference between this car and the other one is night and day, and I didn't think it was going to be. And this car has amazed me more than I could expect, actually. So I'm really looking forward to this year.
I've been racing with Jagged-X for going on 6-7 years now. This is the first race car that I built myself with help of friends and Jagged-X. And I had a lot of ideas I've always wanted to put into a car, and I figured I'd go ahead and do them in this car. Got the both sides, moved some of the pickup points for the suspension, got a detachable sway bar that you can detach inside the car. A lot of other little tricks. They're really not necessary for racing, but there's my one chance to try them out. I've always been thinking about them, so I figured I'd give them a shot.
I think Blake and I are a great team. We've both got incredible experience in the RZR, in the rocks, in the desert. We work well together. We're not amped up. When we get to the rocks, you got to remain calm. It's a long day. It's a long race. It's all about getting that car to the finish line, and you got to think and be smart about how you're driving and how you're guiding the car through the rocks.
I look at it as a 8-hour train wreck. It is a long, brutal, drawn-out course. I think it's doable. So long as we don't have bottlenecks that hang us up. Given the time limit we have, we're going to have maybe a few extra finishers this year.
If you can finish this race, it's a testament to you and your machine. So that's what I think draws people to it.
Well, as far as competition goes, I know there's a bunch of good guys. We've got Brian, and this is going to be his, I think, 4th year out here. He's always right there, just also had some mechanical failures. Guthrie's first the last 3 years. Jagged-X brought out some new equipment this year. We'll see how their machine works with some new stuff on it. So I would say that those are probably the top 3 that I worry about.
You can never count out Guthrie. I mean, he is such a force out here at Johnson Valley. He's incredible. Great guy, great driver.
If there's one guy that's a threat in this class, it's Mitch Guthrie. And as much as I like Mitch Guthrie, I want to take that trophy from him because he's had it too long.
Tuesday morning marked the first UTV qualifying session in the 6-year history of the event.
I really enjoy the qualifying idea. It puts you, if you want to qualify good, you can get up front where you don't have to deal with the blockages in the trails, going through the desert and the dust. And I want to be up front from the beginning to the end.
It was clear that a solid qualifying spot would be a distinct advantage on race day, and Brandon Sims made the most of his opportunity. He laid down a blazing fast lap time to claim first qualifier. Brian Bush also qualified well despite a delay behind a stuck vehicle, taking the 6th spot. Mitch Guthrie was fast as always, slotting in comfortably at 3rd.
We start behind a few guys in the desert, but actually we got a lot of desert experience. We think we'll just play it nice and calm and work our way through them.
Blake Vanderloo's 10th position kept him in striking range as race morning dawned. The sun rose on the field of 36 UTV race teams, revealing the challenge ahead.
Hi, Mitch Guthrie. We're here at the 2014 King of the Hammers UTV race. We're starting in 3rd place this year, and it's like a nice day, good weather. We're ready to go.
We're at the start of the King of the Hammers. We're ready to go. John and I are going to wait right at the front, and we'll see you on the podium.
Everyone wants to win this race. It's kind of one of the biggest UTV races out here, so it's a big one. And I know that we got a perfect car. We're ready to go. I know that basically everyone else is, so it's going to be a tough race, but I think that we got a good advantage over everyone.
Yeah, I'm starting off the pole today. We're thinking that we're going to run, we want to be the first ones to the rock trails. That way we don't have to worry about the traffic. So we're looking forward to today.
The Polaris RZR XP1000s of Sims, Guthrie, and Vanderloo would face their first test on the rugged Hammers course.
Okay, we're going to be going up through the chute. Remember the tight spot?
Number 1913 Brandon Sims put the pedal to the floor, charging into the desert.
That was pretty cool, huh? That was insane. It felt like I was in a video game.
Number 1 Mitch Guthrie and number 1911 Brian Bush kept the pace, but it was number 1919 Blake Vanderloo who would take charge, turning on another gear as he passed competitors at will through the fast desert sections. Blake put the heat on the number 1913 of Sims and took the lead before pit 1.
You got company. That's fine. Who is it? Guthrie? Yeah. Oh, Jagged-X. Jagged-X. He's moving. Yeah, he is. My tire's gone. Your spare tire's still in there. Yeah, but it's about to leave. Maybe that's what's been banging back there.
Unfortunately, a problem with the radiator would take the Jagged-X car out of the top spot. Reigning champion Mitch Guthrie would hit the sandhill first, making short work of the first possible bottleneck on course. Brandon Sims stayed on Guthrie's tail, not allowing him to walk away from the field.
Good job, man. Good job. All the media was at that hill, so that's why I went for that one. Good. Kicked ass. Yeah, this is insane. And we gotta keep speed for a little bit. Just follow the green signs up there.
A stop in main pit by Guthrie allowed Sims to regain the lead. He would quickly feel the pressure as Matt Enoch and Guthrie pulled close after Sims had a slight mishap on the first Hammers trail, known as aftershock. Number 1911 Brian Bush fell victim to the difficult Hammers course early on lap 2, proving that mechanical failure can hit even the most prepared teams. Sportsman leader John Duckworth jumped into the overall lead after hitting the first bypass trail, which allows the Sportsman UTVs to skip some of the more brutal rock trails. Brandon Sims made his way around the Sportsman leader as he headed into Chocolate Thunder, pushing hard to put time on Enoch and Guthrie. Matt Enoch in his Razor XP900 dropped out of the hunt for the lead on Chocolate Thunder, losing an A-arm bolt and watching helplessly as Casey Curry passed him by. John Duckworth, after rebuilding his machine only weeks prior, would not only finish first physically, but would also take the Sportsman win, proving that off-road racers have as much determination as they do the will to win. Mitch Guthrie took the lead for good on Clawhammer and raced to the finish for his 5th UTV victory at King of the Hammers. He can truly be considered a master of UTV rock racing as the sport's most accomplished champion.
It was a great race. Actually, it was a very, very smooth race. We had no problems. We just kind of ran our own pace like usual. We started off, as I usually start off a little hot, and Mitchie calms me down and says, don't worry about who's passing us, don't worry, just run your pace and run our pace. And we did, and it freaking paid off again, you know? I just super happy, and you know, he's just, I don't know how anybody else could win without a co-driver like him. He knows where to speed up, he knows where to slow down, he knows where the corners are, and he's, you know, winching, he's awesome.
Well, we just won King of the Hammers 2014. We had an awesome race. I really think it was one of the easiest years we've had this year. I mean, the course is crazy, but this Polaris XP1000, it worked great. I mean, I only had to get out, 3 times or something like that, so this car is phenomenal. Everyone that helped us out, thank you so much, and I'm just ecstatic right now.
Brandon Sims made the most of his new car and finished a close second to Guthrie.
Finally, I think third time's a charm is what they say, but yeah, third race, third time here, and finally got to the podium, which is nice, it's a good feeling.
Once again, racers proved why the Razor is not only the most versatile UTV on the planet, but is still King of the Hammers.